Alright, what's good, y'all? Soul here, and welcome back to the story mode. So, no joke intro for now, because this is kind of just a major drop that we need to talk about today. So, I'm a little more serious for now, but before we get into everything, I want to thank you guys so much for coming through for the stream for Pokemon Day. I had so much fun. I'm glad you guys had your fun too, and y'all really came through for me. I love all of you guys, man. I appreciate this community like no other. It really is a fire ass time, okay? But regardless of that, I wanted to do a little discussion breakdown situation of this initial trailer for Pokemon Wind and Waves, because we did get our official first look at it. But before we do that, I'm gonna put my reaction to the initial trailer here so that everybody could see it, just in case. If you want to go see the actual like reaction like to everything and the discussion afterwards, it's gonna be on the live tab on my channel, but you could just watch it here and then we could talk about everything after. But for now, why don't you go ahead, enjoy the reaction, and I'll be back in a moment. Pass Soul, take it from here, gang. What a lead-in.
Thank you for tuning in.
What a lead-in. Gen 10, baby. Lock in, guys. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Lock in. Here we go. Here we go. Gen 10. Oh, man. What up, 2? They will not elaborate. What? Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Maybe not. This might not be Gen 10. Well, I don't know. No, Pikachu's gonna end up in the new spot. He's gonna end up in the new spot. New joint. What up, 2? Oh, man, here it is. Wow, hey. You're looking fluffier than usual. Yo, what? We on the coast? What? They going on vacation? They got the Game Freak logo. I think he had the Game Freak logo as a chain on his tail. Okay, here it is. 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 Okay. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, it's got a little sauce to it. You don't say stop. You're crazy. Oh my God. Hold on. Of course, you know, this is quality-wise, this is about what I expected, but like, jeez. Oh! Turn him around. What? What am I? Whoa, 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 whoa. I missed that first name. Pombon? Gekwa? I missed that first one. Hold on. Let me see what that first one was. Gross. Okay. Are we going underwater? Are we going underwater? Pokemon Wind and Waves! Pokemon Winds and Waves! Oh my God! Oh my God! 27? It's not coming out this year! Oh my God! My prayers have been answered! My prayers have been answered! It's not coming out this year! Oh my God! Game Freak! Round of applause, I'm on my knees for you. I'm on my knees for you. And for the exact reason you're thinking, that's crazy. Are you dead ass? Are you dead ass? No way!
What do they got? Anything
it's
else?
not coming out this year. Oh my god. Yo! Oh my god. Oh my... Dude. Okay. Oh, we have so much to talk about. Okay. I'm ending the recording because we're good now. Maybe future Soul, if you're editing, like, do some intro stuff, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we'll just cut to some highlights. We'll see what happens. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stream, we're still here. Don't worry. Don't leave just yet. Oh my god, bro. I'm beside myself. I can't believe it. I cannot believe that. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, let me catch up. Okay, so now you have seen my initial thoughts on the reveal of Pokemon Wind and Waves. Now, my thing is, I have known about the title of Pokemon Wind and Waves for a long time. I've just never said it on video or on camera or anything like that, just because I didn't want to like spoil the surprise for anybody that might not have known. And me personally, I try to avoid leaks and I try to go in with as little information as humanly possible, but obviously a lot of that was kind of unavoidable during like the major leak situation. What was that, last year or 2 years ago? So, you know, seeing those names, I was just like, okay, whatever, like, it is what it is. But it didn't really take away from a majority of the experience, which I'm super happy about, because this was a awesome little showcase. I'm really excited for Pokemon Wind and Waves, right? So I'm just gonna yap about my initial thoughts here, and then we'll have a more organized situational discussion about everything we know, everything we hope for, and things like that by the next time we see it, and, you know, the goods and the bads and stuff like that of it releasing in 2027, right? So first things first, the major most important aspect about this is the fact that it doesn't release until 2027. I would have bet an entire arm, in a full eyeball, that this game was coming at the end of this year, on the 30th anniversary year of Pokemon. I was certain they were dropping it this year. I was just confident that there was no way they were going to skip out on a holiday season, right? And, you know, that's the one thing, I'm super wrong. I was super wrong, and I could not be happier. I am super happy to be completely wrong about that aspect, right? 2027, while it does seem kind of far away, is literally the best possible case scenario we could ever probably see for this franchise going forward now, right? Because with this game currently in development still, with the entire year of 2026 to go, right? We saw this showcase. Graphically speaking, it's already a major step up from Scarlet and Violet. Debatably, Legends EA, we do need to see some smoothing, you know, going on when we do inevitably see another showcase, maybe later this year or something like that. But by the next time that we do see the game, it could look way better. Like, it still has potential to look incredible. And this is just the start, right? So it is just, I could not be happier that this game actually isn't coming out this year. I'm still beside myself with that, right? We got to look at a lot of the environments, and the first thing I thought of was like, wow, this gives me like Hoenn / Alola vibes. Like, it's almost a blend of Generation 3 and 6 in a weird way, right? Because it's got like the island theming. We're completely outside like we were in Scarlet and Violet. It takes like a major step up from Scarlet and Violet, in which we are just like completely outside, but now we're like in forest, we're on the water, we're completely outside. Like, I have yet to truly see the inside of even one building. Like, we saw that little hub area that we'll definitely talk more about in the future video and stuff like that, like what my thoughts are on what that actually is, but I essentially assume that that's going to be something of like a hub area, and even then it barely feels like it's like a building. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what that's going to consist of, but we're probably going to be coming back to that area a lot. But regardless, like, just technically, on a technical like front, this game looks like it has something to prove, And it does, you know what I'm saying? I've been saying for a good long while now that this franchise has had just so many major issues with like communication and like how they handle, you know, game releases and things like that when it comes to like the timing and how much budget is going into these games. We could definitely see a little bit of that budget in this showcase in of itself, right? Granted, of course, it still definitely could touch up a little bit in resolution and stuff like that, but I think that's, again, strictly because this is definitely a little bit earlier footage, you know? So I think it's mostly okay to have hopes up. If it looks this solid already, and then we still have a lot of extra time to go. I mean, granted, this could be a very weird situation in which it releases early in the year, kind of like Pokemon Legends Arceus did. They might be withholding it a little bit, but I don't see a point in that. I think it would be in their best interest to hold out until 27. I think that would be the smartest route, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of people may disagree, but we'll definitely talk more about that later. Another major aspect, sorry, this one's not going to have as many cuts, by the way. This is going to be a ramble, but another major aspect that I think was really, really interesting was the fact that we are probably, it seems like we're going to be spending a lot of time in or underwater, right? Because we got that shot of us going underwater, deep diving to see the Wailord and the what is that Pokemon? That's another Gen 3 Mon. I don't even remember right now. I'm so tired. But we saw a lot of different Mons crawling around, moving around. It looked like there was just so much under there. And hopefully there is a situation in which we could see, like, I have like a hopes and wishes situation already, but I do hope that we see some like actual puzzles. Maybe there's like a little hidden town down there that we can reach somehow, or maybe like a little cave of Mons or whatever. I feel like there's a lot of potential in going underwater, like utilizing that as our like we have our above ground, we have our surface level stuff with all the islands and things like that, all the people, all the towns or whatever, and then we go underwater, and then we have like a kind of, for lack of a better way to put it, kind of like a depth situation like Tears of the Kingdom, where we do go underwater and we were able to spend like an absurd amount of time down there catching a bunch of different Pokemon, swimming around, doing mini games. Maybe there's, you know, events and other like people down there, who knows, like we could actually reach new depths, and that's a really exciting prospect that I think makes a lot of sense for Wind and Waves in particular, that I think we could really go out of our way to explore. That would be really exciting in my opinion. We got a general look at some of the environments that we're going to be exploring. We do have some kind of like tropical areas and stuff like that. We have the Pokemon that are roaming around in there at night. We've seen some Dusclops floating around, you know, during the day. We saw some Tropius, you know, we saw the most tropical possible Pokemon they could pick out. It actually is such a vibe, and I definitely love it. Like, they picked out the proper Pokemon to showcase what kind of areas we're going to be exploring, right? And that's really, really cool. On top of that, you know, we did see, not only did we see like underwater, we saw inside of a cave, right? And we saw like Slugmas in there. Like, there's actual lava. Like, I don't even know if that's a cave. That might be the inside of an active volcano. I'm so dead ass. That might be the inside of an active ass volcano. That's crazy. We didn't even explore that in Sun and Moon. What we're doing? We're going to a volcano? Are we crazy, bro? I mean, I'm not upset about it, but I don't know. This is just it's so crazy, but I'm super excited for that. We're going to have a lot of Pokemon to look forward to in there. I hope we see some, man, if I see a Magmortar walking around in there, it's wraps. That might have to be my, one of my team members right there. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know what kind of Pokemon are in just yet, but we do have like a list of Pokemon that we did see in the trailer. I'll pull it up for the next video, but regardless, we saw a lot. They had a lot of Pokemon to show off in here, and we have some really cool environments so far. And then we did get a look at our 3 starters for this generation. We're working with Brout, the grassy bird Pokemon. I'll definitely look more into the info that they probably provided on the website or something like that for the next video. But so far, you know, real funny looking little guy. You know, I love his big old eyebrows. I can't imagine what he's gonna turn into, what it's gonna turn into, but I'm really excited for it. It looks really nice. Definitely not my favorite of the 3, but I still enjoy it for what it is. Maybe it will grow on me the more we see of him, but we'll play it by ear. After that, we got Pombon, the dog, the fire dog, which That was my pick off rip. I love Bonbon. That little oh my god, I love him. He's so cute, man. He's so floofy, bro. I want to put butter on him. But yeah, no, that's Bonbon. That's like my #1 starter. That's probably most likely, if we're being completely honest. I'm cashing it in right now. When we do our inevitable stream playthrough, our live playthrough of Wind and Waves next year, that's gonna be my starter. That's gonna be the one that I run through the game first with, right? I love its design. Little fire dog. We have plenty of fire dogs already, but we've apparently never had one as a starter. We've had a fire cat. Hey, better late than never, right? So I'm with Bonbon. I love him so far. He is my #1 pick right now. My #2 pick is actually Gekwa. I really mess with Gekwa's design. It's a fun little like gecko, like frog Pokemon. I don't know. It could, honestly, it could be very interchangeable between Bonbon and Gekwa. I really mess with Gekwa's like little slide design. I love what they've been doing with the water types lately, but this one in particular, he looks like he has some of the most sauce out of all the more recent ones in like the last like 4 games of the last like 4 generations, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love Quaxly base design, but I would never want to evolve it. I hate its evolution line completely. It's just so, maybe it's because it's just not what I expected, but regardless, Gekwa, right now, I'm messing with its design. Maybe its evolutions could be upsetting, but we'll have to see. We're not going to know for a very long time, probably. So I'm not going to hold out too much on that. But right now, I like these starters. I think this is the most attached I've been to starters in a good minute. Like, since, I want to say 7th gen, actually, if we're being completely honest. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that. And then I can't think of anything else like major that stood out off rip. But as of right now, we're finally here. It's officially Generation 10. It is crazy that we're not getting it until next year, but I think it's for the best that we're not getting it until next year, because this game has a lot to prove and they need as much time as possible to polish this game up so it is the best generation we have ever witnessed, right? One other last side thing, I don't know about you guys, to me personally, was this kind of an ass anniversary overall? Like, for the most part, like as far as the showcase goes, like wasn't it kind of bare bones for the 30th? I feel like we didn't get all that much, right? We got that weird like Pokemon Game Boy jukebox situation with the music availability, which is neat, but I'm not dropping 70 on that. Obviously we got all the mobile slot BS and stuff like that. We got Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green officially released. We got a little bit more information on Pokopia and Pokemon Champions, both which release within the next 2 months, which is crazy that we're getting so much these upcoming months. We're getting Pokemon Champions in April. We're getting Pokopia March 5th, like a week from now. We're getting Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness before Coliseum, also in March. Like, what's going on? and we're getting Fire and Leaf Green today, like right now. You can play that ASAP as soon as this video ends. You know what I'm saying? But otherwise, you know, kind of a buns anniversary. I feel like they didn't show out as much as they could have. No information on any of the major like shows or series they've been working on. None of that Wooloo thing that they were working on, the animated series for Wooloo. No concierge or anything. No like regular animated series. No movies. No information on the anime at all, which is truly interesting. Nothing on Pokepark Kanto. Nothing else. I was genuinely shocked by this. But other than that, solid reveal for Generation 10. I think I got pretty much most of what I needed out of that. I do have a couple of things that I wish I did see, but we'll save that for another video, probably questions I have about video or something like that, but we'll get to that when we get to that. But for now, I gotta get this uploaded, so I gotta get moving. So for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Tell me everything you guys are thinking in the comment section below. How are you guys feeling in regards to Pokemon Wind and Waves right now? Do you feel like it looks a lot better? Do you think that Pokemon is finally improving? Do you think that Game Freak kind of started to get in their bag a little bit now that they have a little bit more time and money, and that Wind and Waves could look really good and you're feeling optimistic about it? Or are you in the opposite boat on the other side of the planet? That's a crazy way to put it. That's not true. But are you on the opposite boat? You don't feel like Pokemon Winter Waves is doing it for you. You still think that it doesn't look as good as it could, and you want Pokemon to do much better. Tell me everything that you guys are thinking in the comment section below, because you know for a fact that I'm always going to be down there with you guys. But with that, it does appear to be skedaddle the clock. So I'm going to go ahead and do just that. I'd like to thank you guys ever so much for watching. I truly do hope you enjoyed. Do me the greatest favor of dropping a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for more content just like this here. And with that, I'm gone. So thanks again, hope you enjoyed, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Do me the greatest favor, taking good ass care, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.
I stay funky, doing donuts in a bin. I stay funky, battle goes wherever I am. I stay funky, I don't know who's ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. I stay funky, honey's taking back to the crib. I stay funky, get the club popped off like pins.